Welcome back to Northern Tales, where true healing often begins in the places we least expect. In part one, Dr. Zainab, a UK-trained doctor, stepped into a dusty community clinic outside Abuja, trading prestige for purpose. There she met Binta, a loud, bold, wounded young woman who called herself a businesswoman. Their first meeting ended with tension, but also with something else. A door slightly opened. In part two, we step deeper. Walls are tested, truths begin to slip out, and two women from different worlds start to see more than labels. They begin to see each other. This is Dr. Zainab and Binta. Part two, the wall and the crack. If you're new here, hit subscribe and remember, we post new stories every Thursday and Sunday. Let your heart catch all of them. Let's begin. Inside the consulting room, the air felt cooler, quieter, but only just. Binta plopped into the chair like she owned it, legs slightly apart, eyes roaming the room with mild disinterest. Zainab, now seated across from her, opened a new patient file. "Let's start with your name." "Binta," the girl said flatly. "Your full name?" "Binta Haruna." Zainab scribbled it neatly, then asked, "Date of birth?" "I don't know. Just put 2001. I think I was born during Eid." "Okay." She adjusted her glasses and continued. "Religion?" "Muslim." Zainab's hand paused for half a second, a reflex, a tiny flinch, but Binta saw it. She always saw it. Her shoulders stiffened. "Oh, you think I don't look like one, Abi?" Zainab blinked. "That's not what... Because I wear short dress? Because I'm chewing gum?" Her voice rose. "Let me tell you something, Dr. Abroad. You people are the reason people like me stay angry. Is it by scarf that you know someone's faith? Do you know what's in my heart?" "Binta..." "No." "Say it." "Because I don't look like the women in your mosque, Abi?" Zainab waited a beat, then gently said, "I didn't say anything, Binta, but I'm sorry if my face did." That quiet apology made Binta lean back. She stared at Zainab for a long moment. "You're different. You don't talk like that, madam, outside." Zainab gave a soft smile. "Let's continue." "Occupation?" Binta's mouth twisted. "What do you think?" "I'm asking you. Tell me yourself." Binta's lips curled into a grin. She leaned forward, eyes glinting with amusement. "I'm a businesswoman." "What do you sell?" "Pleasure." She laughed, clapped her hands twice, and added with a wink, "I can give you my contact in case you have clients looking for service. I do home service too. Extra charge, though." Zainab didn't laugh. She didn't scold. She just stared for a moment, not with shock, but with a silent knowing. And then it clicked. Ah, so this is how Binta survives. Layered in bravado, wrapped in sarcasm, Binta attacked before the world could, mocked herself so others wouldn't, claimed her shame loudly, like armor. Zainab nodded slowly. "All right, let's talk about your health, businesswoman." And that was the moment Binta softened, just a little. The first brick in her wall loosened. Zainab leaned forward, tapping her pen gently against the desk. "Okay, businesswoman," she said with a small smile. "Let's talk about why you're here today." Binta shrugged. "Same thing. Cough." "How long have you had this cough?" 3, 4 months now, off and on." Zainab flipped through her last hospital file that was mostly destroyed when the clinic flooded and noticed previous entries. Cough syrup, expectorant, cough syrup again. "You've been coming here often, it seems." "Yes, nah, they give me that brown one, sweet small." She laughed dryly and adjusted her torn shoulder strap. Zainab cleared her throat. "Do you use condoms regularly during sex?" Binta tilted her head, her tone turning defensive again. "Is this about what Ndidi said?" "Number, I just want to understand your risk factors. It helps me help you." Binta rolled her eyes and chewed her gum louder. Then she sighed. "Most of my clients use condoms. Some don't like it. They say it makes them feel like they're sleeping with nylon." "And you agree?" She gave a wicked grin. "That one is better, doctor. If they don't want condom, they pay X4. Do you know how much 4 is in one night? She laughed again, but it lacked joy. Zainab said nothing for a moment, then leaned in. A cough that's lasted this long. It worries me, Binta. It could be tuberculosis. We need to test your sputum. Binta frowned. What's sputum again? Mucus from your lungs. You'll have to cough into a cup and take it to a lab. Unfortunately, we can't do that test here, but I can refer you to one of the bigger hospitals in Abuja. Binta's face changed immediately. Dr. Abeg, just give me cough syrup. I'm not going to town. I don't have the time or money to be waka-wakaing around hospital. But Binta, Anne, if you won't give me medicine, just say it. You doctors always want to show yourself. Zainab sighed. It's not about showing anything. I don't feel right giving you another round of syrup if something deeper is going on. Suddenly Binta sprang to her feet. A beg, doctor, no waste my time. You see me finish because I tell you I'm a prostitute? So now you want to punish me? All of you are the same, holy on the outside, judgmental on the inside. She stormed toward the door, voice raised, curses flowing. Now you go die first. Give me that cough syrup or forget it. Now your papa get this clinic? Zainab stood quietly, watching her storm out. Mama Ndidi appeared in the doorway, arms folded and head shaking. I warned you. These girls are not worth the trouble. Zainab turned to her, still visibly shaken. She's been coming here for months. Nobody thought to check her properly? What are we checking for? TB? HIV? Please, she won't go. And even if she does, who'll pay for it? They won't take her seriously in those big hospitals. She's just another street girl. Zainab closed the file softly. That doesn't mean we stop trying. Ndidi clicked her tongue. Doctor, you just got here. Soon you'll understand. This one? Binta? She's the chief of them all. There's a house near the junction. They live there like animals, spoiling girls, destroying this community. Don't waste your energy. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Zainab looked toward the door where Binta had disappeared, but all she could see was a girl coughing and running. Not from help, but from the shame the world had tattooed on her back. The Prado slid through the Abuja evening like a shadow, its tinted windows muting the city's hustle. Inside, Zainab leaned against the window, her face resting on one hand, watching the blurred colors of kiosks, danfos, and hawkers melt past. The silence in the car was thick, but familiar. The driver, Garba, knew his boundaries. He'd driven her since she was in secondary school, but tonight, Zainab's mind wasn't on him. It was on Binta, businesswoman, as she'd named herself. The gum, the cough, the sharp tongue, the hollowness behind the bravado. The matron's words still echoed in her head. Don't waste your time. Good riddance to bad rubbish. But Zainab couldn't shake the image. That cough, that flinch in her eyes when Zainab had paused after hearing she was Muslim. That final insult she threw before storming out, more pain than anger. Back at the house, the calm was almost too clean. The marble floors, the chandelier in the dining room, the hum of the AC, the slow tick of the wall clock. Zainab dropped her satchel by the door and went upstairs. She ran herself a hot bath, poured in lavender oil, and sank in, letting the heat seep into her bones, scrubbing away dust and disinfectant, but not the questions. Later, at dinner, they sat around the glass table like a well-rehearsed scene. Her father, Alhaji Abdul Rahman, in his gray caftan, reading WhatsApp messages in between bites. Her mother, elegant in lace, slicing grilled fish into small pieces. The younger children were away in boarding school, a boy and a girl, 10 and 12, surprises that came long after Zainab. Tonight, it was just the three of them. So, her father said without looking up, how was your first day saving the world? Zainab hesitated, then stabbed a piece of plantain with her fork. Interesting. That's it? It was enlightening. He looked up at her over his glasses. Meaning what? That you're now convinced to apply to that UN job in Geneva? Her mother chuckled softly. Leave her. She just started. Let her adjust. Zainab smiled politely but said nothing more. She didn't tell them about Binta, or the cough, or the fire behind those bitter eyes. She didn't tell them how close she came to crying in the consultation room, because she knew if she opened her mouth, her father would shut it down, with concern, with money, with control. So she smiled, and swallowed her pain with the fried rice. Thank you for watching Part 2, The Wall and the Crack. She called herself a businesswoman. She wore sarcasm like perfume, but underneath Binta's sharp tongue and street-hard voice was a girl coughing, and crumbling. Zainab saw it. If this story stirred something in you, please like, comment, and share. You never know who needs to hear this today. And don't miss Part 3, where illness forces a hard return and choices must be made fast. Until next time, this is Northern Tales, where every woman's story matters.